They're driving everyone crazy on the Sunday Drive.
Prayers might be in order.
Okay, who's got the football? Minnie, you got the football? Great. The cooler?
Right here.
Mickey's got the... Who's got the raft?
I do.
Goofy, fantastic. Everybody got everything? Anything else? No, Mickey. We don't need a hula hoop. We got enough already.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Michael Eisner, and welcome to the Disney Sunday Movie. One of our great family traditions is the Sunday Drive. We've all packed up the car with a few assorted belongings and taken off to the beach or the mountains. Hey, gang, we've got enough. We got enough stuff. We're only going for one day. Anyway, at tonight's movie, Sunday Drive, Tony Randall, along with co-star Carrie Fisher, turns an ordinary Sunday Drive into a not-so-ordinary adventure. Okay, that's it. Let's go. Wait a sec. Wait. Don't forget that monkey. Monkey. Here we go. Goofy. Foot down. Let's go. Seatbelts. Everybody buckle up. Hey, where's Bud? Bud. Where's Bud? There you are. Come on. There you are. Sit down, Bud. Bud, sit down. Here we go.
Hiya, Bud.
Goofy, did you get gas?
Gee, Michael, I thought Mickey was gonna get the gas.
This is known as the Sunday Walk.
August 15th, 1986. This is the worst summer of my life. This is the most horrible summer in my whole life. The most awful? This is the most boring summer in my entire life. Nothing ever happens here. Got a postcard from Mom and Dad. They're in Geneva. Daddy said the conference might last another 2 weeks. Aunt Joan and Uncle Bill tried to be nice. I wish they'd just leave us alone. Sundays are the worst. He's out there, 20 seconds up counting. John Elliott, remember, he won't make any bathroom stops.
Now, have we all been to the bathroom?
Yes, Uncle Bill.
on the phone?
I'm coming. What?
I said, make sure you get to the office tomorrow at 1 sharp. Daddy's got a real thing about lateness. Did you buy the Armani?
I'm wearing it.
Not with that awful pink tie, I hope.
Oh, what pink tie?
Did you get a haircut?
Yeah, I trimmed it.
Oh, I'm sorry, darling. I didn't mean to, but... Well, it's just that this interview is so important. I'm thinking about your future.
Our future.
Our future. Oh, call me before I leave the apartment.
I will.
Don't forget.
No.
Or I'll worry.
I won't.
Promise?
I promise.
I love you, Elmer.
I love you.
Come on.
I love you, you crazy wabbit. Bye.
Hey, Paul! Hey, Paul, I couldn't fit this one in the trunk of your car.
It's okay, Dennis. You keep it.
Seriously? It's one of the best things you've ever done.
I'm gonna paint more pictures.
Yeah, right. You'll be too busy designing cereal boxes.
Shut up, Reggie. You're just still. Come on, Paul. Let's christen the car.
Yeah. Hey, I just waxed it.
Well, it's only apple cider. Come on to your new life in San Francisco.
Yay!
Hey, Paul? Bud won't take his car sick pill.
Oh, no. Where is he?
Good question.
Bud! Bud! There he is.
Good luck.
Hi, Bud. Hi, Bud. Yeah, I've got a treat for you. Here you go. Come on, Bud. Come on. Bud, come on. Bud! No, Bud, no!
Now, if you look to the right, you'll see the very point where the first American ship from the east reached the California coast. If you were paying attention last Sunday, you'll know the name of that ship.
No, Uncle Bill.
There's a cow. One more gas station and I'll have bingo. Did you see that cow, John Elliott? Christine, did you see that cow?
No, Aunt June.
The name of the ship was the Otter, and the year was 1796.
You better keep your eyes peeled or I'll be the summer champion.
Here, let's see Wally Burgers. Turn right.
Not lunchtime yet.
How about a banana? Here.
No, no, no. No eating in the car.
Bananas don't make crumbs.
They've had their breakfast, Joe.
I don't like bananas. They have brown spots on them. I like Wally Burger.
It is 17.2 miles until lunch. Just imagine that you're explorers and you're trying to reach the top of Mount Everest. And if you stop now, you'll turn very blue and slowly freeze to death.
Would you eat us? If we froze to death and you were starving and there was no food, would you eat me and Chris?
Yes?
Let's sing something. 100 bottles of beer on the wall. 100 bottles of beer. If one of them bottles should happen to fall.
99 bottles of beer on the wall. 99 bottles of beer. You take one down and... Hey, you want to walk? Hey, why aren't you sleeping? Those car sick pills usually put you into a light coma. You drool on this suit in your history. This is the suit of a rising young art executive. This is the suit of a young man in love with the most beautiful girl in the solar system. This is no ordinary suit. This suit was handmade by 14 Italian nuns who've devoted their entire lives to a fashion concept. 2 of them have already gone blind doing inseams. I feel something suspiciously like drool just below my collarbone. Can you confirm that for me?
Talk to me.
You know what?
What?
Uncle Bill, you're my favorite uncle.
Ah, that's nice. John Elliott, you're my favorite nephew.
I love you, Uncle Bill.
I love you, John Elliott.
Uncle Bill,
John Elliott?
I have to go.
Mr. Younger, I want this job. I'm willing to work long, hard hours. To me, advertising is the poetry of the 20th century. I mean that sincerely. May I show you my portfolio?
And now for a weather update. On the coast, small craft warnings are posted. A storm front shifting north may bring some unexpected showers to the surrounding areas. Temperatures are expected to be in the mid.
We ate here last Sunday and the Sunday before that. Why don't we always have to eat here?
Leave your book in the car, Christine.
Christine, would you like to leave your book in the car, dear? Or would you rather read at the table in the pier room? You decide.
Can I bring my cards in? You decide, Johnny. Christine said Uncle Bill likes this place because they have all you can eat and use real skin. Ow!
I love you when you're sleeping.
Still August 15th. We're at the Travelers Inn for the 4th time in a row. How can I become a writer if I eat in the same restaurant every Sunday? I've almost finished reading.
I need a roast beef sandwich to go, please. And do you have a telephone?
Pick a card, any card. Don't let me see it.
Not while we're eating.
Why not?
You're the well-known author of How to Know Your Child. You explain to him why not.
Uncle Bill would really like to see that trick after lunch.
You said it was my choice if I wanted to be rude. John Elliott.
When we sit down to a meal, we eat. If we want to see card tricks, we go to a magic show. If we want to read books, we go to the library. And if we want to sleep, we go to bed. Follow those simple rules and you won't go wrong. Also, always peel the fruit in a foreign country.
Are we in a foreign country now?
I'll be right back. I'm going to use the phone.
I felt sorry for him. Who goes to the Statue of Liberty at 1 o'clock in the morning? That's what I should have said. Excuse me?
Party of 2. Your table's ready.
What? She's 2 years old. Can't she do that by herself? All right. I'll call you later.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I was waiting for this phone.
You were nowhere near the phone. Look, this is an emergency.
Yes, I was waiting. I was standing right over there, not more than 10 feet away.
2 feet. That's the rule. You have to be no more than 2 feet away from the phone. You can't even say that you're waiting.
I never heard of that rule.
Did you hear what I said? I said this is a life and death call, emergency call.
Yes, and I have an emergency, too. You see, my girlfriend is leaving her apartment in exactly 1 minute, and if I don't call her, she's going to think that I forgot.
A girlfriend is not an emergency. A dead car is an emergency.
Your dead car isn't going anywhere. My girlfriend is.
Out with somebody else if she's got half a brain.
Bowl me. Party of 4. Your table's ready.
Jim, if you had waited your turn,
2 feet. No more than 2 feet away from the phone to qualify for waiting. It's an international understanding. Like the sign for choking.
We'll return after these messages.
The Disney Sunday Movie, brought to you by Ultra Pampers, the diaper with a lock-away core that takes wetness and locks it away from your baby's skin. So even when they're wet, they're dry.
Introducing Ultra Pampers in new boxes of 48 and 32. The diaper with the ultra-thin lock-away core. So dry you can pour on the wetness, but you can't squeeze it out. Ultra Pampers, now in boxes of 48 and 32.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. My hair used to have a mind of its own. Then a few weeks ago, I stopped complaining. I started using Pantene. Pantene is really special. It's got all sorts of good stuff in it that actually gets inside your hair to make it healthier, stronger.
Pantene shampoos and conditioners are serious care. Our Pro-Vitamin B5 complex penetrates your hair to give it inner strength.
From the first day, I saw a difference. And every day, my hair looked fuller and shinier. The ends didn't split or look frizzy. No, it didn't happen overnight, but it did happen. You'll see.
Pantene shampoos and conditioners. Serious care for beautiful hair.
Now, your kids can enter the far horizons of imagination, challenging the most exciting cars in the universe in new Daredevil cliffhangers. They race toward the wall, and up, and over, defying gravity. Can they conquer the giant loop? They can! And now they jump, and keep on racing. Upside down. Turn out the lights, and Tycho's night glow shines like outer space itself. For your kids, the new Daredevil cliffhangers with night glow. From Tycho, of course.
I'm as busy after school as I am in school. I've got football practice, jazz band rehearsal. I barely have time to get hungry, but I do.
Snickers satisfies you.
That's when I grab a Snickers bar. It satisfies me, and then I can give everything my best.
Packed with peanuts, peanut butter nougat, caramel, and milk chocolate.
Snickers satisfies you.
Packed with peanuts, Snickers really satisfies.
When the Snickers is gone, my hunger is gone. It's a great snack.
We now continue with our program.
What's wrong, John Elliott?
I think he's got ants in his pants, eh, sport?
I lost my magic dice.
His uneaten sandwich cost $3.50.
They're probably in the car. We'll find them.
I want to find them now.
Christine, here, open the car for your brother. Hold his hand in the parking lot. We'll be right out. Pay the check, Bill.
When I was a little boy, we didn't leave the table until we were excused.
I gave the children their space.
You gave them your car keys.
I hate the last part of the trip. It always seems longer. He'll make us get out at Point West and tell us about the Spanish mission. She'll want to sing Old MacDonald. Hey, when they come, let's pretend we're sleeping. Okay, good idea.
You know, if you had read even one of my books, you'd understand that children need to feel in control of their lives.
When actually they control other people's lives.
I know you mean well, but you're always lecturing. Relate to them on their own level. You were a child once.
Never.
Enter into their world. Play one of their games. Children invite adults to play, but adults don't pick up on their cues.
When I married you, you were going to write military cookbooks. You understood Army food.
They're hiding under the blanket. That's our cue. Oh, dear. Where could the children be? I'm so worried.
Oh, dear, I'm worried, too. Where can they be?
Let's guess the magic word for making them appear. Let me see now.
There's a roast beef sandwich here for you when you regain consciousness.
Are you going anywhere?
Are you crazy? I could have killed you.
You're supposed to be 6 inches from the curb when hitchhiking. 6 inches! It's an international understanding! It's been months since I've committed an axe murder. Maybe you've heard of me. The highway killer. It's a joke. I only meant that I'm harmless. You can put down the wrench. Hi, my name's Paul Sheridan. Want me to guess your name? Okay. I think I know what it is. Eunice. No? Gertrude. Was that an eye blink? Does that mean yes, Gertrude? Not Gertrude. Am I getting warmer?
Is it my turn again? Let's see now. I know the perfect magic word. Chocolate, double dip, super sprinkled ice cream sandwich for the first one who says, hooray! I guess they must be asleep. We can stop playing now.
Oh, no. I barely tapped my vast store of magic words.
We can wake them up when we get to Point West.
Hooray! Isadora. Griselda. Ursula?
Franny.
That was my next guess. Well, now that we know each other, we can relax.
I'm relaxed.
The wrench? Are you from New York?
Look, I'm very grateful for the ride and all that, and I'll be happy to pay for my share of the gas. But if you don't mind, I'm not in the mood for small talk.
Sorry.
Don't mention it.
I won't.
Then don't.
I'm not.
Where are you taking me?
To get gas. Fill it up, would you? And have you got a phone?
Who are you?
Where's my uncle? Who are you?
Your uncle is making a phone call. He'll be right back. Don't be scared. I'm Franny.
I have to go to the men's room.
Would the ladies' room be all right?
Susan?
Oh, there you are. I almost called out the highway patrol. Why didn't you call?
I am calling.
Yes, but we had arranged a time. What happened to you?
Look, Susan, I'm sorry. I ran into a little trouble, but everything is fine now.
I couldn't leave the apartment until I heard from you. I'm late for Mr. Yang now. I thought you were dead. I thought you'd forgotten.
I didn't forget. Everything is fine.
Paul, I told Mr. Jennings that you had a degree from UCLA.
What?
Well, it's what he wanted to hear. In this business, you've got to tell people what they want to hear.
But it's a lie. He could check.
He won't check. Just remember, if he asks you, say UCLA. I love you, Elmer.
I love you, you crazy rabbit.
That's Christine. Where's Aunt Joan?
Aunt Joan? Didn't tell me we had company in the back seat.
Oh, he woke up?
Well, he had to go to the bathroom. I took him. Oh. How old is he?
Well, Bud's about 4.
He said his name was John Elliott.
Is that what he said?
He's not 4, but 6.
He said that too.
Yes, he did.
He's pulling your leg.
He's awfully big for 4.
You're from L.A., aren't you?
As she turned around and walked into the night, she was sure everything was gonna turn.
Are you a Springsteen fan?
You were snoring.
I don't snore. He said you were his uncle.
Oh, and he said, look, I don't mean to hurt your feelings. My own mother talks to
You're not are you? What have you done with Aunt Joan?
All right, we're coming up to Point West. I want everybody awake. Let's see how much history you remember from last week. What does the date 1825 remind you of?
Stop the car. Just stop the car right now.
I'm not stopping this car.
All right, the game's over. You can play hide and seek some other time.
Oh, Bill.
What's the matter with you?
Pull over.
You're not out from under that blanket by the time I count 3. No more Sunday drives.
Bill.
1, 2...
I said stop the car. You are a kidnapper, aren't you? I knew it. You have murdered Aunt Joan. Stop this car!
Are you crazy? You'll kill us both.
Kidnapper!
Kidnapper?
What happened? Where are the children?
Try to keep a cool head, Joan.
We've lost the children!
children!
One thing at a time. We must regain the car. Now, you, distract the animal. Keep moving, keep moving. Haven't you ever seen a dog in a car before? Keep moving.
Not up! I warned you, if you lay a hand on either one of these children, I will not be accountable for my actions.
This may very well be my last message to the world. My brother and I have been kidnapped.
Look, I didn't kidnap... Where are your parents?
In Geneva.
What's your name?
Angelica. No, it's not. Well, it's Christine, but if I'm gonna die, I'd like to spend my last few moments as Angelica.
You are not gonna die. You're not gonna die. No one's gonna hurt you. This is all some crazy mistake, and we're gonna straighten it out.
Could you call me Angelica anyway?
Okay, Angelica. Where's my dog?
The dog? What about Aunt Joan? I don't suppose you'd like to show us what's in that trunk there.
Fine. You think opening the trunk is gonna help? Fine. Open the trunk. You want to use the key, or you want to break it open with your wrench? Where's my stuff?
Your stuff? Those are Uncle Bill's. He always carries an extra change of clothes in case we spill on him.
This isn't my car.
Of course not. It's Uncle Bill's.
Good afternoon. I'm Officer Cooper. This is Sergeant Penny. We'd like to ask you a few questions, if we may. First of all, is this your car, sir?
Yes, it is.
Your dog?
No, it is not.
Then what's the dude inside your car, sir?
Barking.
Look, we had 2 children in the back of this car. Now there's this animal. Doesn't that tell you something?
Where are we going?
Back to the Traveler's Inn.
Again?
But that's where this mix-up must have happened. Look, it's very simple. 2 cars, same make, same model, pull into the same parking lot. Owner A eats, comes out, gets into owner B's car, etc., etc. By now, both parties realize their mistake. They return to the scene of the error. Owner A gets back his car, owner B gets back their car. No fuss, no lawsuits, and everybody lives happily ever after.
I don't like the Traveler's Inn. I like Lolly Burgers.
Look, I want to apologize for the way that I acted.
Perfectly understandable, given the circumstances.
Stealing a car isn't half as bad as kidnapping and murder.
I didn't steal the car.
Well, you're taking it back now. That's the important thing.
It was a mix-up. I didn't steal the car.
Look out!
Oh, no. Now what?
The Disney Sunday movie will continue after these messages.
I saw those ladies on TV, and I thought, gee, my mom uses Ivory, and she always looks terrific, even when we're just riding around. So I told Ivory about her.
I don't always look terrific, but using Ivory sure helps make my skin look healthy. There's something so simple and natural about Ivory. It's mild, and it's not full of additives like most other beauty bars. Washing with Ivory sort of gets my skin back to the basics, and that's important to me.
That healthy look, it's pure Ivory.
I never knew I had such a big fan with Bethany.
No little cinnamon gum freshens breath longer than Big Red.
So kiss a little longer, hold tight a little longer, be close a little longer, longer with Big Red. That Big Red freshness lasts right through it. Your fresh breath goes on and on. While you chew it, say goodbye a little longer, make it last a little longer. Give your breath long-lasting freshness with Big Red.
Everybody knows how to do that kick. Health kick, yeah. Whoa! The goodness of milk is a real health kick. Health kick, yeah, milk. You pour a glass of milk real tall, getting calcium and vitamins and loving it all. Looking good. Well, come on, everybody, milk's that kick. Health kick, do that kick. Come on, everybody.
necessarily croissant was a little bit of inspiration, definitely. So let me experiment with sort of... Combining music in a croissant is nothing unusual. It's just that the croissant has to be good. This happens to be flaky and good. Is that flaky enough?
Monday, when your country's secrets are up for sale. The man with a mission is MacGyver. Then, the powerful New York Giants battle the surging San Francisco 49ers. Monday Night Football. Tomorrow.
Now, back to our story.
Please see your license and registration, please, sir. What about the children? I called in a description of the children you claimed are missing. Claim? License and registration, please. Thank you. This is the wrong registration.
What are you talking about? That's my registration.
This may be your registration, but that's not your car. Yo, Jimmy, suspicion of a stolen vehicle here? You want to run a check on a William R. Franklin?
Would you be good enough to read that name again, please?
General William R. Franklin?
That is correct, son. You are looking at a retired brigadier general.
Wow.
You can say that again.
General, do you mind stepping over here so that we may ascertain the alcohol level in your blood?
Should we escape? I don't think so. I could escape from this car blindfolded with my arms and legs tied like Houdini. No one's gonna tie you up. What if we never get home? Of course we'll get home. What if we're stuck here forever and ever and we starve and we froze and we'll have to eat each other? No one's gonna eat you, and it doesn't freeze where we live. I won't let anything happen to you, so don't cry. I wasn't crying. I meant in case you felt like crying. Uncle Bill's gonna be mad. No, he won't. It wasn't our fault. He'll still be mad.
How's everybody back here?
I can escape any time I want, even if you tie me up. I told him no one was going to tie him up.
Of course not. We're going to get you back. Everything's going to be fine. We've just run into a little traffic jam, but I'm sure that it'll clear up in a couple of minutes, and then we'll just barrel right out of here and...
Rock slide.
Rock slide?
Yes. You know, California is falling into the Pacific. Large portions of land dribble down onto the highway and block traffic for 6 hours while men remove it one pebble at a time.
6 hours?
I have to go.
So do I. Look, my boat leaves tomorrow from San Francisco at 2 o'clock. If I'm not on it, I'll have one very expensive, unrefundable ticket to Sydney, Australia.
Wait, what are you doing?
Heading north.
You can't leave just like that. You're my witness. Look, what if they've called the police? They may need a statement. You've been in the car the entire time, and you know I haven't done anything to those kids.
Look, I'd like to help you out. I really would, but I have to catch that boat.
Look, I'll get you to the boat. You have my solemn promise.
I'm sorry.
Come on! You can't just leave those kids. I mean, what if I really am a kidnapper or a homicidal murderer, an international terrorist? Did you ever think about that? Look at them. How can you walk out on two kids who might be in danger? You don't know me. You don't care what happens to me, but what about them? What about those kids?
You listen to him, honey.
You're not a homicidal murderer.
I'm beginning to feel like one. I really am. Please.
You'll get me to my boat on time.
As that lady in the Champagne Rabbit is my witness. We'll get out of here right away. I know a shortcut to Route 5.
Okay.
Oh,
Touch your finger to your nose, please. 2 children are missing, and you're asking me to play games with my nose.
Finger to your nose.
I am not drunk.
Are you refusing to cooperate?
Bill, please.
Now let me see you walk this line.
I have memorized your badge number, Sergeant.
That's swell. The line, sir? Excuse me, General. We just ran a check, and it seems that you and Mrs. Franklin don't have any children.
Christine and John Elliott are my brother's children.
But I suppose this is your brother's dog.
I thought you knew a shortcut to Route 5.
I do. It's the next right.
August 15th. There are no signs of life. We have no food and no water. We are hopelessly lost and do not expect to survive this journey.
We are not hopelessly lost. I know where I am.
Mr. Sheridan is doing his best to keep up morale. I want to go home. I don't want to be dead.
Now look what you did.
No need to yell at her. She didn't do anything.
Look, there is no reason to panic. It is a simple matter of choice. Heads we go on, tails we go back.
You're going to flip a coin?
No, you're going to flip it. It only works if somebody else flips it. Go ahead. Look, I've done this before. I have complete faith in that coin. Trust me.
Is it a magic coin?
Exactly. Flip it.
Heads.
Heads. Route 5 is straight ahead.
Still August 15th. It started raining. Mr. Sheridan still has not found Route 5. We encountered some natives and asked for their assistance. Miss Jessup says I can call her Franny. She's very nice and has beautiful eyes. The same color as Julia's, and Julia's last hope.
Okay.
Despite Mr. Sheridan's confidence in the natives, their directions turned out to be false. Once again, we despair. Mr. Sheridan seems nervous about an appointment he has in San Francisco. He no longer talks about Route 5. He says he would give his right arm for a telephone. Franny says Mr. Sheridan has a girlfriend in San Francisco. When I write about this, I think I will call Franny Rosalie Hudson. And Mr. Sheridan will be Alan C. Love. John Elliott says he wants to be called C-3PO. I, of course, will be Angelica. We don't know if we're heading north or south. This is the most incredible adventure of my entire life.
Sergeant, that rock slide's really got him backed up out there.
Getting dark. They must be terrified. Who knows what kind of a person is driving our car?
Judging by his dog, he's probably a professional rescuer.
General, Mrs. Franklin?
You found them? You found the children?
No, I'm sorry, ma'am. Let me go. I'm afraid I'm going to have to book you, sir. The charge is resisting an officer and refusing to cooperate during a drunk driving test.
I did cooperate.
It says here in this report that you lay down and refused to complete the test.
Lay down? This enormous dog knocked me down.
John, take care of it.
It wasn't funny.
Could you get her a drink of water?
Get her a drink of water.
All I know is what I read in the report, sir.
Good boy. Good boy.
That's fine. That's fine.
Get you folks a room?
No, I just want to use the phone.
I need to make a call, too.
Just 2 calls. I have to call the police and get rid of these kids, and then I have to call Susan.
I have to confirm my ticket.
Yes, after I call Susan.
No, I need to make my call first.
You can make your call
before yours.
after mine.
We've got 2 phones.
Where?
No, that wall over there.
This one's not working.
That one never does.
I got a dial tone.
Spare is spare. I'll toss you to see who goes first.
I'm calling it. Heads.
Tails.
Listen, don't you think my call to the police is top priority? Thank you. Hello, I'd like to make a collect person-to-person call to Miss Susan Younger. The number is 415-555-3729. My name is Paul.
I thought you were going to call the police.
I will, right after this.
You said top priority.
Look, you don't seem to understand that if I am late for this interview tomorrow, my life might as well be... Hello, Susan!
We have a terrible connection. I can barely hear you. Can you call me back?
No, I can't. Susan, listen, I may be late tomorrow.
What? I can't hear you.
Susan, there's been a rock slide.
I love you. I miss you. Don't be late tomorrow.
Susan, did you hear me?
Oh, yes, now I can hear you. Do you love me?
Yes. Now, listen, Susan.
No, you have to say it.
Franny, do you mind?
Paul, who's Franny?
Nobody. Now, listen, Susan.
Paul, where are you calling from?
I don't know. It's some roadhouse. Listen, I need you to reschedule.
Some what house?
Susan, I need you to reschedule the interview. Susan? It's gone dead. Are there any more phones?
They're all out. It's a storm. Can I get you folks a room?
How could you? One call left in the whole world, and you had to make it to her. If you'd called the police, they would have come for the children. We probably would have been flown out of here by helicopter. But now we're stuck here. Oh, well, they'll probably sell my ticket to someone else. I'll never see Willamillo Bay. I'll never go opal fossicking in Cooper Petty. Forget it, Franny.
We are not stuck here. We are not stuck! We're going back out on that highway. We're going to find the highway patrol. Will you give her a map, please? Where are the kids? Christine? John Elliott. Oh, great. I'm glad you ordered. Okay, let's just make it to go, all right? I'll put this one in my pocket and this one. Here, we'll put this like this, and you hold this. And you carry the chips, okay? Carry the chips. And you...
What about dessert?
This one goes in your mouth. A little salt, pepper, okay? Now this, I'm sure will take care of the check.
I have to go.
There is no time to go, John Elliott. We are out of time. The show is on the road. My life is at stake here. So we're all gonna click our heels together and go back to Kansas, okay? Okay? Let's go. I guess we won't be needing that room after all.
Don't be scared. I'm not.
I am. This is insane. We gotta turn back.
Don't be silly.
You can't even see where you're going.
I'm feeling my way.
At least pull over until it lets up a little bit.
I have an interview waiting for me in San Francisco.
And I have a steamer, but that becomes immaterial if we drive up a mountain.
Susan would rather I were dead than late.
Look, if Susan were here, I'm sure she'd have a different opinion. I know I do.
I didn't ask for your opinion.
I didn't ask for Susan's.
Could we leave Susan out of this, please?
You're the one that keeps bringing her up. Please pull over.
Not until we reach the highway. I have made up my mind, and nothing is going to change it.
Get you folks a room. Complimentary breakfast included. Candles are extra.
We'll We'll continue after these messages.
Get the love your kitty's saving with a Crave for every craving.
Crave Cat Food introduces new seafood recipe, poultry recipe, and what every kitty already craves, original recipe Crave. Now your cat can have his Crave in variety, too.
Oh, my kitty cat craves Crave.
Take the Legs Sheer Elegance Touch Test and feel the difference. This feels coarse. So silky. That's the silky difference of Legs Sheer Elegance.
In silky support and control top 2.
To break free. To reach new heights. Master new skills. To meet the world on its terms and yours. Feel the pride. Show the world your U.S. Navy. Live the adventure. Call 1-800-327-NAVY. The lovable little mouse who lost his family in the Steven Spielberg presentation of An American Tale is winning the hearts of children just like yours.
Papa?
At last, Fievel's finally found his home.
We'll be together.
And now you can find your own cuddly Fievel exclusively at Sears.
Out where dreams come true.
There's more for your life at Sears.
Tuesday, Tony's oldest enemy's in
The
town.
man can't be as bad as you remember.
One time he put a fist right through a plate glass window.
Oh, that must have hurt.
Yeah, it was my fist.
Now it's time for True Confessions.
You're a priest.
Who's the boss? Then,
Okay, what is it?
Jack of diamonds. Thank you very much.
the Amazing Mike's at it again.
I'm only 10. What's your excuse?
Growing pains.
Tuesday.
Saturday, look who's playing Santa. Kermit's about to brighten your Christmas with a bunch of new friends. It's Jim Henson's Christmas Toy Band.
Ghost?
You've heard the tale before, but not like this.
I'm Christmas present. Can you dig it?
Robert Guillaume has nothing but in John Grin's Christmas Band. The Lone Star is shining bright. It's Perry Como's Christmas in San Antonio. It's a night of all new Christmas specials. Saturday.
1, 2, 3, 4,
It's happening again. Tomorrow, the doors at Zare burst open and stay open 24 hours round the clock till Christmas.
New Prego Italian entrees. At last, frozen entrees that taste like Mama's homemade.
Not like my mama's homemade.
But look at all these big, tasty chunks of Prego chicken cacciatore.
Fine, but not like Mama.
And all the ground beef and sausage and Prego meatballs and spaghetti.
Nice, but not like Mama. Mama? Oh.
At last, Prego frozen entrees. Homemade taste like Mama's. It is in there.
Does Papa know?
My requirements in life are pure and simple. All natural canes instead of Hellmann's. No chemical additives. When it's time for mayonnaise, it's just gotta be Cane's.
You can go to a lot of trouble creating your own garden salads, but without fresh-tasting Cane's, you might as well toss them. When it's time for salad dressings, it's just gotta be Cane's.
TV8 News, together with you.
We now continue with the Disney Sunday Movie.
Go away. Lie down. Good dog. Good dog. Yes. You're a good fellow. Lie down. Lie down.
When I count to 3, you will rise and do my bidding. 1, 2, 3.
You shouldn't have tried to lift that tree.
Looking back on the experience, I tend to agree with you.
John Elliott wants to know if we have to be in bed by 8.
No.
Do we have to take baths?
No.
Brush our teeth?
No.
Our hair?
No.
Prayers?
Prayers might be in order.
Where's Franny gonna sleep?
Pay attention. Now watch this. Roll. Roll over, roll over, roll over. And boy, isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Now watch this. Watch this. Bud, shake. Look at that. Isn't that great? He didn't know that one. I taught him that one right here in the cell. Didn't I, fella? Didn't I, fella? Yes.
I knew a guy in Sing Sing once. He had a pet rat.
Gonna do tricks?
Okay, Jimmy, open up. You've got a visitor, General.
A visitor?
Yeah, your wife's recovered and she wants to see you.
Ah, come on. Come with me. Come on. Atta boy. This way, atta boy.
I thought you might want a pillow.
Thank you.
Should we toss a coin to see who gets the bed?
No, look, I'm not going to sleep tonight anyway, not until I've returned those kids. First thing in the morning, we find a highway patrol station.
Well, maybe the phones will be working by then and we can call their aunt and uncle.
Yeah.
You're sure you don't want to toss for the bed?
I'm sure.
Good night.
Good night. Oh, look, forget about those. They're completely ruined.
Oh, no, a good tailor might be able to fix them.
Not by tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
This interview, it means a lot to you, doesn't it?
Susan really went to a great deal of trouble just to get me in the door. There are a lot of applicants more qualified than I am. And what have I done for the past 6 years? Nothing but paint. Where's it been getting me? Last year, I didn't even make enough money to file an income tax return. I didn't even recognize the implication until Susan pointed it out.
The implication?
Peter Pan syndrome.
Oh. Did Susan pick out the suit?
She has impeccable taste in everything. Clothes, restaurants, hotels, theater. If it isn't the best, she doesn't want it. She always sends back the wine.
Oh. Well, she sounds like a wonderful, wonderful girl.
She is. She's very,
demanding.
I wasn't going to say that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You have to understand about Susan. She had a terrible handicap to overcome.
A handicap?
Her appearance. Beautiful women aren't taken seriously in the business world. Susan is the first beautiful woman to ever become a senior executive at Jennings, Stein & Younger. And believe me, it had nothing to do with her father being on the board.
Well, I hope you make that interview tomorrow.
I hope you catch that boat to New Zealand.
Australia.
Australia.
Good night.
Good night.
Dave and Highway 74.
Any more backup?
Well, graveyard's coming out in a minute.
You look fine. Bud won't eat prison food. He's losing weight.
Bud?
Don't you think he's definitely thinner?
You've only been in jail a few hours.
Maybe it's the light in here.
I called a lawyer.
I don't want a lawyer. I figured this whole thing out. Possession is 9/10 of the law.
Possession?
I don't intend to give Bud up.
Bud?
Watch this. Shake.
Have you ever been in love, Franny?
Well, that depends on what you mean by in love.
Have you ever been married?
No.
Do you have a job?
I used to work in a bank, but I quit.
Why?
Well, I had this little desk in a corner, and people used to come and buy traveler's checks for me. Every time somebody came to my desk, I would wonder where they were going and what they were going to do and who they were going to meet and what languages they were going to hear. Sometimes I would pretend that the traveler's checks were for me. And then, actually, a couple of times I went home and packed a little suitcase.
I want to see my mother.
You will. First thing tomorrow morning.
No, we won't. She's in Geneva.
Well, you'll see your Aunt Joan tomorrow morning, and then you'll see your mother when she gets back.
I want to see her now.
Speaking of Geneva, have either of you ever been to Australia?
Have you?
Well, I've never actually been anywhere yet, but I do know about Australia. Like, well, they speak English there, but they have words all their own, like, jumbuck is a sheep, and huru is goodbye, and if they think that you're a fool, they call you a no-hoper. In Dubbo, you can visit a sheep station and have lunch in the outback under the gum trees. And you're sitting there and you're sipping your billy tea, and you're listening to an aborigine play on a eucalyptus leaf. And when you hear the kookaburra laugh, you know that the sun is going down. Do you know the kookaburra song? Kookaburra sits on the old gum tree. Merry, merry king of the bush is he. Laugh, kookaburra, laugh, kookaburra gay, your life must be.
You make it sound like paradise.
Oh, it's just stuff that I learned in books.
Your hair looks nice down like that.
Thank you.
Well, good night.
Good night.
You step this way, please. Good news, ma'am. Patrolman busted a bunch of bikers. This one here says he saw your niece and nephew. Get one of our boys working up a composite on the driver.
Were the children all right?
It looked okay to me.
I owe you a debt of gratitude I can never repay. And I know that your rebellious appearance is just a bid for your father's love.
You're not... No. Yes, you are. You are, aren't you?
Well, yes, I am.
Yes, you are. Hey, everybody, look. It's Joan Hanks, the one who wrote Kids, Kids, Kids.
Oh. Oh, dear.
Oh, Miss Hanks, also, your lawyer called, and I'm happy to tell you we will be releasing your husband on bail. Miss Nikki, would you let Mr. Hanks out of cell number 4?
Oh, well, isn't that nice? Oh.
Now, we're going to put the two of you up in the Beams Motel, courtesy of the precinct.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And don't you worry, ma'am. We're going to get those kids back safe and sound.
Here it is, sir.
Thanks.
Time to go to the bathroom. Wake up. Come on. You don't want to have an accident in bed, do you? Did you hear them saying goodnight to each other? Who? Franny and Mr. Sheridan. It was like a winter of love when James and Allison said goodbye in the drawing room. The whole room shook with unspoken passion. Can we go back to bed now? Listen, we have to do something. What? We can't let Mr. Sheridan go back to his girlfriend. Why not? He and Franny are kismet. What's kismet? It means they're meant for each other. No, they're not. They fight. That's because they're in love. Can we go back to bed? Just wait a minute. We haven't thought of a plan yet.
I'm sorry, sir. We don't allow dogs.
Why not?
It's a rule.
He's a very well-behaved dog.
I'm sure he is, sir. It's a rule.
Look, it's very late. It's pouring rain. Don't you think just this one time you could make an exception?
He might bark and disturb the other guests.
Oh, no, he would never do that.
Dogs carry fleas.
Not him.
He might have an accident on the rug.
Never.
I don't make the rules, sir.
I'm not asking you to make the rules. I'm asking you to break the rules.
Maybe you could sleep in the car.
There's a fireplace, and there's a little automatic coffee maker in the bathroom.
Good night, Joan.
Bill, it's freezing out here. You'll get pneumonia. Bill!
Good night, Joan.
We'll return after these messages.
Trident helps fight cavities, and it always has?
Helps fight cavities? Come on.
You mean I've been fighting cavities all this time without even knowing it?
I knew Trident didn't cause cavities, but help fight them. Be great if it's true.
New dental studies prove chewing Trident after sugary snacks reduces acids that form on teeth. It's these acids that can cause cavities. Ask your dentist.
It's nice to hear a little good news once in a while.
Something that's delicious and good for you, too?
Why chew any other gum?
Trident, good to chew and fights cavities, too.
Enjoying that crispy cereal, Louis?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, side of corn, side of rice, sure makes it crispy. But the corn's crispier. Why, once I ate a bowl in Dugan's Apple Grove. The crunch from the corn side shook those apples right off of the trees.
Grandpa, last time the rice side was crispier.
Rice side?
Kellogg's Crispix is crispy times 2.
Hey, this is not your ordinary mix.
Nope, I made it with Crispix. So it's crispier.
No kidding.
My darling Crystal, I've had this fragrance created especially for you. I think it's as beautiful as you are. Every time you wear it, remember, I love you forever.
My dearest Blake, I've had this fragrance created especially for you. I think it's as sexy as you are. And every time you wear it, remember that I'll love you forever, too.
Forever Crystal and Carrington, both created to celebrate the love that lives forever.
Tell all the world.
The Made in the USA label. It matters so much because of what it really stands for.
Tell all the world.
It stands for the quality of the clothes we work in.
And the style and fashions we play in.
And it stands for America, for what we are today.
And what we'll be tomorrow.
Tell all the world.
So ask for and buy apparel and home fashion that say, Made in the USA.
Tell all the world. America matters. America matters to you.
The magic of Walt Disney. It reaches far beyond movie theaters and theme parks. Now with Disney classics like Sleeping Beauty available on video cassette, you can share the Disney experience wherever you are, whenever you want.
We now return to the Disney Sunday movie.
I could write beautiful letters to Mr. Sheridan and sign Franny's name. That will get things started, and it's the best plan so far. But there just isn't enough time. I guess there's nothing we can do. Except immortalize their ill-fated love story. I'll make it my first novel. What do you think of this? She marries an Australian sheep breeder. He marries Susan. Then one day when they're both very old, 36 or 37, they meet again and confess their love. Sounds stupid. Listen, chapter 1. Over the mountain, a majestic ball of fire rose to illuminate the beautiful clear morning.
Christine? John Elliott. Oh. Christine! What are you doing sleeping in the bathtub? Get up, we've got to leave. I'll get your clothes. Paul! Paul, where are you? I woke up and he was gone. Now we have no way of getting out of here. I have to be in San Francisco by 2 o'clock. These children have to be returned to their rightful owners.
I'm sorry, lady. The phones are still out.
Someone must have a car. You must have a car or a truck or a... Paul. We thought you'd gone.
I had to go to the car to get some clothes.
Those are Uncle Bill's favorite pants. He's gonna kill you.
Not if I kill myself first. Okay, let's pay the bill and get on out of here.
One night, $65. Candles, $2 a piece. It's $47.50. Firewood, $29 even. Comes to $141.50 plus tax.
$2 a piece for candles. That's robbery.
Toss your fork.
Oh, I'm
Double
afraid.
or nothing.
Double or nothing.
Franny, you call it.
Heads.
Tails.
You've been a very fine sport, sir. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. I'm going to recommend this place to all my friends. Okay, let's go. Tour bus is leaving. Everybody out. This is a lovely place. We enjoyed the service. Swell view. Keep the quarter.
Thank you. I'm sorry, we don't allow dogs in this restaurant.
Dogs?
Under the table.
Oh, he's specially trained.
I don't care if he can juggle oranges and recite Shakespeare.
He detects poison in food. The other side is constantly trying to get rid of me. You can imagine what that would mean to national security.
National security?
You recognize me now?
You do look kind of familiar, aren't you?
No names. Watch.
He's all right. You better let him taste your coffee.
Ah. It is a wonderful thing you have done for your country today.
All right, new deal. We are going north. We're going to take 101 till we get to Milltown. The road is clear, we get to the highway. Averaging 55 miles an hour, including one stop for gas, we should get to San Francisco by noon. Any questions?
I'm hungry.
That's not a question. Anyone else?
Well, you have to feed the children.
Why?
They're growing.
They can grow tomorrow.
Look, I'm just as anxious to get to San Francisco as you are. Do you want them to tell the police that we tried to starve them?
I want a Wally burger.
There are no Wally burgers in the middle of nowhere.
Yes, there is, over there.
that's Bud, my dog. Sure hope he's being treated all right.
Uncle Bill hates pets.
Great.
Who's this?
Her name is Susan.
Want to see?
Not just now. She's even more handicapped than I imagined.
All right. Yay. Yay, Wally burgers.
Are the phones working yet?
Yeah, there's one in there.
Nobody ever let me have a Wally burger for breakfast before.
Yes, collect from Paul.
Hello?
I have a collect call for Susan Younger.
Oh, I'm sorry. Miss Younger isn't here now. She's jogging.
What?
And goodbye.
Wait a minute, no! San Francisco Police, please.
Those lines are tied up. Is this a storm-related emergency?
Yes.
1 moment, please.
Sergeant Keener, may I help you?
At last. Look, Sergeant, my name is Paul Sheridan, and I've got these 2 young kids.
Just a minute, Mr. Sheridan. Hey, put a tracer on this. Got the kidnapper on the line. Where are you calling from, Mr. Sheridan?
Wally Burgers. Look, Sergeant, I want you to get in touch with their aunt and uncle. It's Bill and Joan Franklin. They're probably very worried.
Yes, they are, as a matter of fact, and they're ready to meet with your demands.
As long as the children are okay. My demands?
Whatever you want, provided the children are all right.
John Elliott got a little bruise on his arm when he fell off the bed, but he didn't cry or anything.
I'd like to speak to the boy. Could you bring him to the phone, please?
No, he's eating right now. Look, Sergeant, I just want to get rid of these kids.
Of course you do. Hey, call me Phil. You just tell me what you want, and I'll see that you get it.
What I want?
I'm on your side.
No ransom demand.
You can trust me.
Turn that up, please.
The suspected kidnapper is not known. Highway patrolmen warn that he may possibly be armed. Anyone seeing this man should not approach him, but should immediately contact...
Paul, are you there?
I repeat,
Yeah,
anyone
call me, Paul.
seeing this man should not approach him, but should immediately contact the police. And now for the weather. The weather continues to be...
Incredible food, my compliments.
Coast Highway, which was...
We're getting out of here.
I'm not finished yet.
Oh, yes, you are. Where's Franny?
She went to the car to change.
Why?
I spilled my drink on her. I want another one.
Move! Do you really think he might be armed?
Probably not, but there's no point in taking any chances. Our computer's up this morning. We've traced the car's owner. His name's Paul Sheridan, and he is wanted by the police.
For what?
17 unpaid parking tickets. The best thing you can do now is to go home.
Well, we just can't go home.
Money is what he's after. Sheridan will probably try and contact you.
Do you know your uncle's address?
1704 Tilton Drive.
Could you find that on the map, please?
What are you going to do?
Don't seem to understand something. I am wanted for kidnapping, armed and dangerous. I can't just turn these kids over to the first cop on the street. He'll shoot me on sight.
No, he won't. He'll arrest you.
Thank you. I feel much better. Everything's going to be all right, kids. I'm going to take you right to your doorstep. I'll explain everything to Aunt Bill and Uncle Joan and everything. Did you find it yet?
I can't.
Give it to me. I'll find it. Yeah, I'm going to take you right to your doorstep. I'll buy your uncle a beer, and we'll talk about the Raiders and have a good laugh. And, how do you spell that street?
Tilton. It's in Oakland.
Look, you're not going to find it on that map.
I'll find it. Will you just relax?
No, you won't.
Would you stop being so negative? You're upsetting the children. Ever since we started out, that's all I've ever gotten from you is negativity. Why can't you just one time think positive? Why can't you just one time...
Oakland is not on that map! Look out! Watch out!
Robert and Lynn trusted us with their children. They trusted us.
Before we left, he said, Bill, take care of my most precious possessions.
It's all my fault. I was trying to give them their space.
No, I'm the one who insisted on the Sunday drive. It's my fault. Robert's my brother. I'm going to tell him the truth.
Why didn't I look under the blanket?
The little nipper only wanted a Wally burger. If I'd let him have it, none of this would have happened.
Oh, if they were both here, I'd just hug them so tight.
Oh, I'd let him go to every restroom in the world.
I can almost hear John Elliott's happy little laugh.
See Christine's large, expressive eyes? And
Bill,
why?
look, they're back.
Oh, it's Robert and Lynn.
You're not supposed to be back until next week.
What do we do?
Keep driving.
The Disney Sunday movie will continue after these messages.
It's a world of celebration, joyful Yuletide expectation, where peace and love are felt throughout the land. It's an M&M's chocolate candy season, moms and Santas know the reason. The milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand. All the world loves M&M's, they're pure milk chocolate joy for everyone.
M&M's chocolate candies. The milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
These lonely pound puppies need someone to love. Someone who'd love a little puppy love.
For you, Grandma.
Pound puppies are as cuddly as real puppies.
He'll keep you company in the dorm.
They're the perfect way to say I love you for birthdays, holidays, or any day. Pound puppies, so soft and adorably lonely. Sometimes the hardest thing about giving them
Merry Christmas
is giving them up.
Pound puppy, you're my one and only puppy love. Teach your children well, their skill will tell how life will go by, and show them their own dreams. The one they'll pick is the one they'll know by.
Nothing's more important than teaching children. That's why more schools teach on Apple than any other computer.
And know they love you.
'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring except Fievel the mouse.
Presenting Fievel, the adorable star of Steven Spielberg's presentation of the Don Bluth film, An American Tale. Now collect all 4 different McDonald's stocking ornaments featuring Fievel. Each one comes free when you buy the perfect stocking stuffer. A $5 book of McDonald's gift certificates.
This holiday season, give a terrific surprise. Free Fievel stockings with our gift certificates inside.
Our World. The New York Daily News calls it sassy and substantial. One heck of a show. UPI says Tate Cosby, watch Our World. And the New York Times says Thursday's look at the summer of 1943 is living, breathing history. Don't miss Our World, Thursday.
This year, I tried to prepare my own party platter. I went to my Shop and Save deli, got a great selection of tempting cold cuts, a tasty variety of cheeses, and I didn't forget all those extras that make a party platter something special. But you know what? After going to all that trouble, mine looks kind of ordinary. Because nobody does a party platter like Shop and Save. And they'll help you with quantities and selections, too. Shop and Save. You'll know us by the cut of our meat.
Shop and Save.
The holidays are here, and CVS has all kinds of things you'll need. Come in now, and you'll save on new improved Formula Suave moisturizing shampoo and conditioner. The 16-ounce bottles are now just 99 cents each. Or Duracell batteries for power that goes on and on. Selected sizes and packs are just $1.49 each at today's neighborhood drugstore.
TV8 News, together with you.
We now continue with the Disney Sunday movie.
It's really simple from here. Then once we get to the city, the kids can call their aunt and uncle.
I can make my interview and you can catch your boat. Where are the kids?
Over there in that clearing. Don't worry, I can see them from here.
Kids are always knocked out by the forest. I remember when my father first brought me up here. Summer of '69, Labor Day weekend.
I was here that weekend with my scout troop.
You're kidding.
I wandered off and got lost.
That's right. I remember something about a search party. I wanted to join, but my father said I was too young.
Oh, it was so embarrassing. I mean, you're supposed to know how to use a compass when you're a scout.
I can't picture you in a scout uniform. You don't seem the uniform type.
I don't?
No. You're more, one of a kind, I guess.
Odd, you mean?
I meant it as a compliment. It's funny, isn't it? Both of us up here that same weekend, we might have met. Give me a hand, would you?
No job?
It's over, you know. What's over? Everything. Our adventure. Mr. Sheridan and Franny. Did you see the picture of Susan? Mm-hmm. So what'd you think? She was okay. Okay? She only looked like Rebecca in Tomorrow We Dream. Long golden hair and violet eyes. How can Franny compete with that? What are you doing? Trying to move the spoon over there. Not like that, with the power of my mind. Just like the guy on the Johnny Carson show. Use the power of your mind to make Mr. Sheridan kiss Franny. I hate kissing.
Look, I want to apologize for losing my temper about the map. I had no right to yell at you.
Oh, that's okay.
You haven't been negative at all. And just for the record, you've been very positive. In fact, you've been terrific. The kids, the whole situation. It sounds funny, but I'm glad you were here.
Oh, I'm glad I was here, too.
I don't mean I'm glad any of us were here.
Well, I'm not glad that I was here, either.
No, but since we are here, I'm glad at least you were here.
Yeah, but that's essentially what I meant also.
I just hope Susan didn't see me on the morning news.
I'll get the kids.
Move it! Come on, let's move it!
You scared him.
In the car, everybody. Let's go. We're on a tight schedule. You've got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6.
I was gonna make you the hero of my novel, but you're turning out to be just like Uncle Bill.
Hello? Hello?
You certainly gave us a surprise. Isn't this a dog? His name is Bud. What brought you back so soon?
You missed the kids.
You missed the kids. Isn't that wonderful?
How are the kids?
What can I tell you?
Oh, I miss them so much. John Elliott learned 3 new magic tricks. Oh, wait till you see
Christine learned to
them.
make muffins.
Yeah.
Joan taught her.
Oh, I miss them so much.
Wait
Where
till
are
you
they?
taste these muffins. These are top-notch. Am I right, Joan?
Absolutely top-notch.
So where are they hiding?
Who?
The kids.
They're not here now.
Oh, no, they're not here now.
What are we
Where
standing
they?
around for? Come on, let's sit down.
Yeah, let's have a cup of coffee.
Come on. Have a cup. I'll tell you about Bud. Come on. Come on. Come here. Look at this.
The search continues for Franklin kidnapping. Police are asking the public to watch out for a blue four-door sedan driven by the suspect, Paul Sheridan.
Anyway, John Elliott lost his magic wand.
No, his magic dice, dear.
Yeah, his magic dice.
Well, Bill, get to the point. Where are the kids?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Well, I've tried to give the children a sense of their own space.
Yeah.
See, it's very important for children to feel in control of their environment.
Joan, has something happened to the children?
Oh, I'll get it. Hello? Christine!
It's Christine!
Oh, Christine! Oh, Christine, how nice of you to phone, dear.
I'm calling from a gas station. Mr. Sheridan needs to be at an interview at Jennings, Simon Younger, 333 Hyde Park. Can you pick us up there?
Yes, of course we will. You just wait for us there. And guess what?
Oh, don't tell him we're here. It'll be a surprise.
Oh, Mr. Sheridan said to bring his dog too, okay?
Jessup. Jessup.
Yes, Miss Jessup. Your passage is confirmed.
Okay, thanks.
Listen to me, Susan. You've got to reschedule the interview.
Paul, the art director flew in from New York to see your portfolio. Daddy rearranged all his meetings. Plus, he's going to Hawaii tomorrow for 6 weeks. You can't say reschedule.
Just like that? Not in the real world.
Besides, you're in enough trouble as it is. Daddy saw you on the morning news.
I had a terrible time convincing him of some other Paul Sheridan.
Susan, listen to me.
I don't know if I want to listen to you. Who was Franny, and what were you doing in one of those houses?
Susan, I swear there's a very reasonable explanation for everything.
Well, there won't be anything to explain if you're not here by 1 o'clock.
Susan, I have no clothes to... Susan?
You know that kidnap car you had in the morning news? It's pulling out of my gas station right now.
Well, thank God they're all right. The nightmare's over.
I'll offer him $500.
Well, Christine didn't say anything about a ransom.
Think that's too much? Think I should start lower and let him work me up?
Well, if he wanted money, she'd have said so.
Of course he wants money. You don't give away a dog like Bud for nothing. Right, soldier?
You stay with them until their uncle comes, or tell them to leave Bud in my car. Okay, Houdini. I don't suppose you could change these pants into a silk suit. Good luck with your novel, Angelica. I hope you find a real hero. Gonna wish me luck?
Good luck.
Good luck.
Thanks.
I'm sure he was a wonderful artist.
Artists don't make enough money to pay their taxes.
Why would anyone want to pay their taxes? They have to go to the men's room.
Would you settle for the ladies' room?
There they are! I see them!
I don't see anybody.
They just went in that building!
All right, now the main thing is keep calm, they're safe. Don't act too fond of Bud, whatever you do.
What?
It'll just drive up the price.
What? Joe Cleaner. I'll be right there. Now, when we get here...
Come in.
Paul.
Hi, I'm Paul Sheridan. You must be Mr. Younger.
Yes.
It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. Your daughter's told me a great deal about you.
Thank you, yes.
Miss Younger?
How could you come here like this?
Hi, I'm Paul Sheridan.
Hi.
Nice to know you. Hi, Paul Sheridan. I'm a great fan of the agencies. Hi, Paul Sheridan. Your campaign for the phone company? I loved it. Hi, I'm Paul Sheridan. Nice to meet... No, that's okay. Don't stand up. Hi, Paul Sheridan. Nice to know you. To me, advertising is the poetry of the 20th century. I'd like to apologize to you, sir, for my ridiculous appearance. Obviously, these are not my pants. Ridiculous is not what I really meant. There's really nothing ridiculous about these pants. I'm sure many of you have pants that are very similar. Maybe even this exact same pair.
All right, that's enough talk, young man. May I see your portfolio?
My portfolio.
Samples of your work.
Anybody got a pencil?
We'll continue after these messages.
My dream dishwasher? Well, it would be piped to the freshest mountain stream in the world, with a pure waterfall right inside, and a spectacular system that would scrub every dish on every side.
Or you could have a Sears Kenmore dishwasher. It constantly cleans the water that cleans your dishes. Has a system that sprays dishes from every side, and does it all with a little touch.
Oh, that's even better.
More innovation than you ever imagined.
There's more for your life.
At Sears.
Breakfast in bed? Okay, what's the catch?
Just thought you'd enjoy the rich, buttery taste of Shed Spread Country Crock.
An offer I can't refuse.
One taste of Country Crock and she melts like butter.
Try rich, buttery Shed Spread Country Crock with fewer calories than regular margarine and no cholesterol.
Baking muffins?
With Shed's Country Crock sticks.
Country Crock sticks?
Uh-huh.
Great taste and fewer calories than margarine, huh?
Right, and here's how I get Country Crock's buttery taste in them.
Here's how I get Country Crock's buttery taste on them. Stick around, I'm on a roll.
Oh.
I mean a muffin.
Get your teeth shined up, grab a stick of juicy fruit. The taste is gonna move ya. Take a sniff, pull it out. The taste is gonna move you when you pop it in your mouth. Juicy fruit is gonna move ya. It juices soft, it gets right to ya. Juicy fruit, the taste is gonna move ya. Morning is your time. The earth wakes up with you. Always feel that spark of life in everything that you do.
Grape nuts. For you, it's as natural as the morning. No sugar added, no preservatives. Just an honest, nutty crunch. Post Grape Nut cereal. You know when you have it good.
Yes, you know when you have it good.
Now, back to our story.
Sir, do we really have time for all this?
What do you mean coming to an interview like this without a portfolio? Let me see that. Not bad.
It's quite good, actually.
Thank you. Jennings down yonder? Oh, just a minute, please.
Can this little boy use the bathroom?
Oh, yes, round the corner to the right. Jennings down yonder. This is where Mr. Sheridan's having his interview.
We've said goodbye to him. He's in our past now. Sure, we may remember him fondly from time to time, but
There's no point trying to see him. He has his life, we have our lives. Those lives crossed briefly, but now it's time to use the ladies' room and move on.
I'll take him in. Here, hold this.
All great romance has an element of tragedy. She will marry an Australian. He will marry the girl in San Francisco. But they will always think of each other. And then one day, when they're both very old, they will meet together.
I am not Paul Sheridan. Where are those kids?
I just saw them go in that building.
License and registration.
I'm trying to tell you, this is not my car. The man you're after just went into that building.
Look, all we want is to get our niece and nephew back.
You've got 17 unpaid parking tickets. How do you explain that?
Me! The man you want just went into that building. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If you follow
can stand here and argue all day long if you want to. I'm going to get those children. Excuse me.
Don't! Bud. Come on, bud. Come on, bud.
All right, let's go over the plan one more time. I go to the doors, and you kind of look down the corridor. And then I say, I want to see Mr. Sheridan. And you run down the hall as fast as I can. I remember. While Franny's chasing you, I'll try to find Mr. Sheridan, okay? It's a bad plan. Well, we've got to make them know that they belong together. I don't think they do. Well, it's not your job to think. It's your job to run down the corridor. Let's go.
John Elliott, where are you going?
I want to see where Mr. Sheridan went. John Elliott.
Wait here, I'll be right back.
Christine! Oh, sweetheart, how are you?
Seems to me I've heard your name somewhere before.
Oh, maybe a gallery opening. I've had one or two.
You're not the Paul Sheridan that's involved with that Franklin kidnapping, are you?
Franklin Absolutely not.
Hi, Paul.
That's him in the weird pants.
I told them they couldn't come in here. John Elliott.
John Elliott.
Paul Sheridan.
What did you bring them in here for?
John Elliott had to go.
Excuse me.
You must be Susan. Who are you?
I have a proposition for you.
You're under arrest. Now, wait just a minute.
Bud and I have grown very close.
You call the police.
Yes. These are the police.
Look, I can explain all of this.
Quiet!
Come on.
How does $500 sound?
I have never before been questioned by the police.
I'm sorry.
This has been the most humiliating day of my entire life. First, you come dressed like a clown.
I'm sorry.
No portfolio.
I'm sorry.
Oh, and that girl. How could you?
I'm sorry.
Oh, a floozy.
No, Franny's not a floozy. She sells traveler's checks at a savings and loan.
My father was in handcuffs.
I'm sorry.
Oh, and those wretched little children.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're sorry. Are you just going to say you're sorry for the rest of your life?
It's beginning to sound that way.
I did everything but go down on my knees for you. As a result, Daddy's willing to give you a chance. You can have the job. On probation, of course. First thing we've got to do is get you some decent clothes. I got you an apartment on the hill. It's small, but it's in a fashionable neighborhood. No pets, I'm afraid, so you're going to have to dispose of that dog. Now, for that car of yours.
No.
No?
No, I won't dispose of Bud. No, I won't take an apartment in the fashionable side of town. And no, I don't want this job.
What?
I was in here trying to imagine my life in this building, and I can't. I thought I could, but I just can't. I'm sorry. There it is again. I'm apologizing. See, and if I stay here, I'm going to be apologizing every day for the rest of my life.
You're not going to get another offer like this. You don't have any experience. You don't have any credentials. I can't love a man who makes less than my manicurist.
What does she take in on a given week?
Get that filthy animal off my couch.
Come on, bud, let's go. Yeah.
And then after that, something new in the ball.
Franny, Jessup?
We let her go. She had a boat to catch.
Come on, come on.
No! No! Don't take my car!
Mr. Sheridan! Mr. Sheridan! Ah, there he is.
Oh, down!
No.
Bud, down!
No, he loves me. He loves me.
Mr. Franklin, I haven't had a chance to tell you how sorry I am.
Oh, no. There's water under the bridge. Listen, let me tell you. Maybe my first bid was a little bit low. I'm willing to go higher. I'm the first to admit that Bud's an exceptional dog.
Did Franny say anything before she left?
No, I've never...
Goodbye. Mr. Sheridan, you can still catch her if you hurry.
I tell you, when we were in that cell together, just the two of us...
Come on, children, let's get in the car.
It's only company for each other.
Could you give me a ride to the dock?
The dock?
We can discuss a price for Bud.
You got yourself a deal.
Come on, Bud.
You have to hurry, Uncle Bill. Her boat leaves at 2.
Someone's been eating in my car.
We're out of gas. We didn't fill the tank. Come on, Bud. Wait. We haven't talked about Bud yet.
Children, come back here!
Come on. All right. Hey, wait.
Wait for me!
Come on.
This is the end of the line. Yeah. No, Bud! Hey, come on, kids.
It's not too late.
I'm afraid it is.
Every person has only one great love in his or her life. In Julie's last hope, Todd hired a dog sled. He had to go through the worst part of Alaska in the dead of winter. Mr. Sheridan, all great romance doesn't have to have an element of tragedy. As the steamer moved out to sea, Rosalie Hudson glanced up. A helicopter was passing overhead. A ship's steward approached her and said, "Miss Hudson, a gentleman asked if you would toss this coin for him. He can't decide whether to get off at Sydney or Perth." Rosalie gazed at the coin shining in her hand. Heads at Sydney, tails at Perth. Alan Seelove stood before her smiling. "I'm getting off at Sydney." He took the coin and spun it in the air.
Heads. So am I.
At last, he took her in his strong arms as the gleaming white ship sailed under the mighty bridge, bound for Australia and the New World. August 16th, 1986. Tomorrow, John Elliott and I will go home. Aunt Joan is writing a series of articles on child safety. Uncle Bill is taking care of Bud until Mr. Sheridan and Franny come back. Who knows when that'll be? I remember Franny said she wanted to go everywhere and see everything. This has been the most thrilling summer of my entire life. No matter what, I will always remember. Whatever happens, I will never forget. I know in the years to come, I will always remember Franny and Mr. Sheridan, two people chosen by fate to fall in love on a Sunday drive.
We'll come back after these messages.
The spoon versus Heinz ketchup. Sure, a spoon can hold any kind of ketchup this way, but this way, here is a ketchup so thick, so rich it sits right on top. Heinz. It's this thickness, this richness that makes Heinz taste like no other ketchup can. One delicious taste will convince you. Only Heinz can say it's America's thickest, richest, best tasting ketchup. Heinz.
Put your kids in control of the fastest train in the world. The most revolutionary machine on tracks. The incredible Turbo Train. So fast, it travels in scale, beyond the speed of sound. So powerful, it can do what no other train can do. Race up a wall, defying gravity. As it streaks along the rails at super speed, turn out the lights, and its night glow, streamlining the darkness. Now, your kids can take control of the fastest train in the world. The electric Turbo Train. New from Tyco, of course.
What a drag it is getting old, especially if you're a battery. So Kodak introduces Superlife alkaline batteries. They last much longer than ordinary batteries. And only Superlife has a real gold tip to ensure the best contact. Now, do you settle for the ordinary or go for the gold?
My kitty cat craves loving. My kitty cat craves fun. Now when he craves the great taste of Crave, he has three choices, not one.
Crave Cat Food introduces new seafood recipe with tuna, shrimp, and salmon proteins. And new poultry recipe with chicken, turkey, and giblet proteins. Like original Crave, they're made with real protein-rich foods, not flavors. So your cat can have his crave and variety, too.
A crave for every craving. Get all the love he's saving, 'cause your kitty cat craves Crave.
Tonight.
Planning on going somewhere. No one has ever escaped from Alcatraz, and no one ever will. Tuesday night we go.
Clint Eastwood, Escape from Alcatraz, next. On the next Disney Sunday movie, a classic adventure. A family shipwrecked on an island paradise.
Being alive is more important than being found.
Working together to create a new life.
Didn't you ever dream of having a house up on a treetop?
No.
I built it for us.
With wonderful discoveries.
It's a girl.
And dangerous visitors.
Pirates on the beach.
An exciting journey beyond imagination. Swiss Family Robinson, next Sunday.
The Disney Sunday Movie, brought to you by Crave Cat Food.
Now available in 3 recipes. New seafood, new poultry, and original recipe. All with the protein-rich foods cats crave.
This is Steve Bell, a hotline to help latchkey children. Tomorrow on ABC's World News this morning, before Good Morning America.
He was a Hollywood giant. Tomorrow on Good Morning America, friends and colleagues remember Cary Grant, and Eva Marie Saint talks about North by Northwest and her memories of Cary Grant. Tomorrow on Good Morning America. Wednesday afternoon, an innocent little girl whose life would never be the same, and only one person knew the truth. Don't touch. An ABC after-school special the whole family is encouraged to watch and discuss. And now stay tuned as Clint Eastwood stars in Escape from Alcatraz. ABC Sunday Night Movie next.